There's a Minecraft map that released in 2012. No mods, no special launcher, just a file that you dropped into a folder. That one file made over 500,000 downloads. And it got played by the biggest channels on the internet.
This is Hypixel's Herobrine's mansion.
Herobrine's mansion.
And the two guys who built it took the money nobody was making yet and turned it into the largest Minecraft server that has ever existed. A server that would peak at over 200,000 players at once. That would set Guinness World Records. That would cost $100,000 a month just to keep the lights on. And all of it started with a haunted house. And the most famous ghost in gaming. So let's go back to the beginning. Back to the version of Minecraft that made this all possible. It's late 2012. Minecraft is barely a year out of full release, and Mojang has just dropped what they called the pretty scary update, version 1.4. And if you weren't around for the release of it, here's what mattered. 1.4 added the Wither, a flying three-headed boss you build yourself. It added carrots and potatoes, item frames and anvils. And quietly, it added a block that would change everything. The command block. A command block is exactly what it sounds like. A block that runs a command. Give a player an item, teleport them, set the time, spawn a mob. Before this, a custom map was mostly just terrain. You built a cool castle, you wrote some signs, you hoped that people read them. There was no way to make the world react to the player. Command blocks changed that. Suddenly a map could give you a sword when you walked through a door. It could track your progress. It could tell a story. The tools for a real adventure game were sitting right there in vanilla Minecraft, and most of the community was still figuring out what to do with them. And then a guy who went by the name of Hypixel showed up with a finished build. His real name is Simon Collins Laflamme, a Canadian redstone builder who'd started a YouTube channel earlier that year. His earliest upload that I could find was a floor trap video, a trap that was meant to kill people when they tried to steal your stuff in multiplayer. And honestly, for 2012, it's a really solid video that is worth the watch. But Simon had a partner, Philip Touchette, who went by Resis, and a build team that had helped bring the big stuff to life. The mansion itself was built with the help of a crew called Gazimo. And on November 3rd, 2012, about a week after 1.4 went live, they released Herobrine's mansion. Now, the name does some heavy lifting here. If you don't know the legend, here's the short version. Herobrine is a ghost story, a figure that supposedly appeared in people's single-player worlds. Same skin as the default player, but with blank, glowing white eyes. He'd build little structures, move things, and watch you from a tree line. The story went that he was the dead brother of Notch, Minecraft's creator. But none of it was real. Herobrine was never in the game, and he never has been. But the legend was so sticky that Mojang started joking about it in patch notes, removed Herobrine over and over in update after update. He became Minecraft's official ghost, precisely because he didn't actually exist, and Hypixel built him a house. Here's what made the map land with the Minecraft community. It opened like a real game. A short intro, a tutorial, and then it let you loose on the grounds. You met a shopkeeper named Victor. You bought gear with currency you looted off the dead. There were custom item sets, custom potions, and secret rooms tucked behind the walls. There were 6 boss fights, each one with its own set piece. Elite monsters with a real drop table, obsidian skeletons that coughed up crystals of anger, which you needed to buy a special bow. Because at the top of the mansion you fight Herobrine himself. The ghost that was never in the game, now a boss with a health bar. And he doesn't fight fair. Halfway through, he resurrects every boss you've already killed, all of them at once. Beat him and it's still not over. The story was that Herobrine was trying to summon the Wither, the brand new boss from the brand new update, and you couldn't just swing at it. You had to spend those crystals on a special bow, fire your shots carefully and not miss because the thing regenerates. That's not just design, that's a 2-stage finale with an actual strategy in a game that weeks earlier couldn't really do any of this. And the whole thing ran on pure vanilla Minecraft. No mods, nothing to install but the map itself. The original post even had a joke about it. You can download the mod to run this map. Nowhere, because there is no mod. It was even in the community's words at the time. Dinnerbone approved, a nod from Nathan Adams, one of Mojang's own developers. And I gotta say, when the people who make the game are impressed by what you did with their game, you know you've done something right. And then it spread. This is the part that turned it from a normal Minecraft map into a historic part of Minecraft history. The Yogscast picked it up.
Hypixel's Herobrine's Mansion.
Lewis Brindley and Simon Lane, two of the biggest names in Minecraft content on the planet at the time, recorded a series playing through the mansion. When a channel of that size plays your map, hundreds of thousands of people watch someone else discover it first, and then a good chunk of them go and download it themselves. And on Planet Minecraft alone, the map climbed past 1.3 million views and over 500,000 downloads. For a free file made by a couple of guys and a build team, in a game that's still finding its feet, that's not a map anymore, that's a viral hit, especially in 2012. Now, here's where it stops being about one map. Hypixel and Rezus kept making these. Herobrine's Mansion, Wrath of the Fallen, Herobrine's Return. And they hit a problem that sounds like a good problem. So many people wanted to play their maps that hosting them got complicated. So in April of 2013, they set up a server, just a place to host their own adventure maps, so people could jump in and play whenever they wanted to. But there was a catch. Co-op maps need players, and players had to wait in a lobby for others to show up so they could join. So to give people something to do while they waited, they built little mini games, paintball, Quakecraft, smaller stuff, filler games. And the filler absolutely ate the main course. The mini-games got more popular than the maps they were supposed to be killing time before.
Welcome guys to another episode of Edwards. I have recently realized...
Right then, time to record.
Let me hit live.
So Hypixel did the smartest thing they could and leaned into the mini-games. More games, more modes, more servers. That server is the Hypixel network, the biggest Minecraft server that has ever run. Now, do you remember those stats that we gave it earlier? Let me just refresh your memory. They were the first server to ever hit 100,000 players online at once, later peaking north of 200,000. In 2017, they got 4 Guinness World Records. A machine so large that it reportedly cost around $100,000 a month just to keep the server alive. And it didn't stop at Minecraft. That same team went on to found Hypixel Studios and build their own game from scratch, Hytale. But here's the quiet part. The maps that started all of it, that brought Hypixel to its absolute peak that it was known for, they didn't make it. As the minigames took over, the adventure maps got pushed to the side. And in 2016, Hypixel announced that the adventure lobby, the part of the server that was built to play these maps like Herobrine's Mansion, wasn't returning. The very thing that built the entire empire got switched off inside the empire it built. There's a small mercy though. Later that same year, the map got a proper remaster, rebuilt for newer versions with help from a creator named Xantis. So you can still play it. The mansion is still standing strong. It just doesn't live where it was born anymore. And just to note that you can still play it on the original version and the original map that it was intended for. It's easy to look at Minecraft now. The marketplace, the studios, the servers pulling 6 figures a month, and forget what it originally was, which was just files passed around on forums. And Herobrine's Mansion is one of the many bridges between those two worlds. A free download about a ghost that was never real, made the same week that the tools to build it finally existed, and quietly turned into one of the biggest things that this game has ever produced. Not bad for a myth that started out as just one singular post. Minecraft is full of stories like this, maps that changed everything, made by people who were just messing around. Most of them have been forgotten, and that's what this channel is for. And Herobrine's Mansion is just one of them. There are others, bigger, stranger, and some that don't exist anymore at all. And if you want more of these, the maps that built Minecraft into what it is today, this channel is exactly where they'll live. Stick around. I'm Epoch, and that's the history of Herobrine's Mansion.